Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Timberwolves leading by 3.
And for all the flash and dash in Oklahoma City over the past few years, Serge Ibaka silently goes about his business. While all eyes are on the megastars, Durant and Westbrook, Ibaka lurks around like a jaguar. I mean, finding opportunities to exploit any weakness in the opposition. And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Cantor with it. Now guarded by Towns. Shot's good by Waiters. Talking about Ibaka, he does so many things that help his team. The little things that always make a difference, even with his superb free throw shooting. Up to a remarkable, Clark, 84% last year.
Yeah, but, you know, Ibaka had an injury of his own. As much as people talked about Durant's injury, the knee soreness Ibaka had cost him 18 games last year, so that was tough for him.
No good from Durant.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
Levine dishes to Towns. Trying to find Rubio. He's got it now. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Rubio's got 5 now.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
And last season, an injury-filled one for Nikola Pekovic. Played only 31 games before he was sidelined. Clark with an Achilles injury.
Yeah, and you know, he wasn't even playing quite up to par before the injury, Kevin. After shooting well over 50% in each of his first 4 seasons, he dropped to under 43% last year.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
And on the subject of Pekovic, last season was another difficult step back for him physically. At some point, one wonders if his whole career becomes in jeopardy. It just takes so much effort to keep coming back.
Randy Foy, he's checked in for Serge Ibaka. Gorgie Dang's checked in for Minnesota. Wiggins comes in for Levine. Wiggins outside. And Muhammad kicks to Zhang. To the wing right side. Here's Rubio. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
And guys, I, for one, can relate to what Pekovic is going through. I mean, it's not easy as a big man to get those injuries to your legs. I mean, you're carrying a lot of weight and force around. I mean, let's hope Nikola finds a little more luck going forward as far as the injuries.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one. Boy, and for Randy Foy, I thought it was a big bounce-back year for him last season. His points per game were the highest they've been in 5 years, and his field goal percentage was the highest it's been in 5 years as well.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Adrian Payne comes in for Towns. And Tayshaun Prince subbed in for Muhammad. Rubio, the pass to Dang. Prince outside. Back to Zhang. Kicks it out to Rubio. The runner, Zhang, dishes to Payne. Can't connect from short range.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes. You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
The Timberwolves shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
That free throw, good from Zhang. No good on the second free throw. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Timberwolves lead by 5. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I'm here with Ricky Rubio. And Ricky, you guys had a tough battle on your hands tonight. What do you think the adjustments are that you might make for the second half?
We got a lot of turnovers. They got a lot of layups, and that can happen. We have to take care of the ball.
Taking care of the ball, always crucial, Ricky. Thank you. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output for both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, the three-point shooting was the key thus far. When you're knocking down those shots from the perimeter, it really spreads the floor. You demand respect from the defense. We'll see if they can keep it flowing in the second half.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
The big positive, I think, their points in the paint. They were determined to work the ball inside of Ernie. It worked. It's always worked. I got 4 rings. I know it works for a fact. That's why they call me Dr. O'Neal, because I'm a master at being dominant on the inside. Anyway, you got to keep that going, because that will continue to open things up for them on the perimeter.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Ricky Rubio with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You know, we talk so often about making your teammates better, and his ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Boy, I tell you what, they say he's not a playmaker, but he certainly has fooled me with the way he's performing right now.
So it's the Thunder now. It's a 5-point game. Checking out the group for Sam Mitchell to start the second half. The athletic duo of Levine and Wiggins on the perimeter. Youngsters Anthony Towns and Chang are in the post. And it's Rubio in at the 1.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh.
you got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Well, speak for yourself, because I could never throw it down like that, but I will say it sure looks fun, doesn't it?
Now here's Towns, defended by Ibaka. 6 to shoot. Wiggins kicks to Rubio. It's deflected, but they'll get another chance. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
It's Durant with the drive, and he slams it one-handed.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella is all about power and force.
Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too. What are you doing?
And, you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game. Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I mean, I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way.
And the first one at the line is good. Karl Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin, but few saw him being this good. He showed he could do a little bit of everything as a Kentucky big.
A good look for Singler, and again it's Oklahoma City.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Minnesota's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. And the pass to Towns. It's tipped. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Adams' shot is off.
And guys, with Towns, he is so valuable in every aspect of the game. Really great at both ends of the floor. His defense is as strong as it gets for a first-year player.
Here's Levine. Passes to Towns. That's good. Towns has got 7.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And perhaps the biggest plus about Towns is his upside. I mean, he's shown that he can make big strides in his level of play. Already good at shooting from outside and can play either post spot, too.
It's Westbrook with the drive. They get it again. The Timberwolves have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. So the Timberwolves win the tip. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Minnesota, the athletic duo of Levine and Wiggins on the perimeter. Youngsters Anthony Towns and Shang.
And Kevin, who says up? pass first. I mean, not when you can finish like this, though.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Westbrook with a wide-open look. Bangs home the trifecta. Westbrook's got 5 points so far.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
And I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
Levine dishes to Jang, and Rubio kicks to Towns. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically... He walked out of bounds.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far.
And Ricky Rubio, one of the youngest international basketball stars ever. We started hearing about him in the U.S. back when he was 16. And even then, powerful teams in Europe were all vying for his services.
Pass to Levine. Jang a screen. Towns with it, working on Ibaka. Levine kicks to Wiggins. Lock at 6. Jang the pass to Towns. It's stolen by Ibaka. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. The shot's good from Westbrook.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Rubio outside to stop the run. And that one's good. Rubio's got 6 points.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
The wide open look for Durant. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And the jam by Levine.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
And that's what makes the alley-oop such a terrific play when you're able to execute it. And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
Rubio with it. Westbrook picks him up. Kicks to Wiggins. The dish to Jang. Passes it to Levine. And Rubio kicks to Towns. Here's Durant. Again, Durant missing. Three-pointer. Shot is off. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Thunder. They lead by 3. And don't go away. And a moment now to hear as he reflects back on a life growing up as the young youngest of 18 children back in New Zealand. Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, got him outside of himself and toughened him up a little bit. No question about that. Wow, 18? That's mind-boggling.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
On the court for Minnesota, Anthony Towns and Pekovic are up front. Rubio and Levine teaming up in the backcourt. And it's Muhammad in at the three. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Oklahoma City.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities. And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Offensive rebound outside Durant from deep three-point range. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. This is his first free throw of the game.
And guys, it's easy to forget sometimes just how young Kevin Durant still is. I mean, last season he became the second youngest player to get to 15,000 points.
For Durant getting to 15,000 points, the only player, Clark, to do it quicker was LeBron James.
Yeah, and it's even more impressive when you realize that Durant did spend 1 year in college, Kevin. You take a year off his age, and he and LeBron got to that. Point plateau in virtually the same amount of time.
One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. Then last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level, and Greg, it's hard.
Yeah, you know, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself.
Pass to Pekovic. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Pekovic with a screen. Levine kicks to Muhammad. Pulls up. And it's off the back rim. No good.
You know, talking about Durant as he looks to recapture the league MVP, he can take a cue from last year's MVP, Stephen Curry. Curry battled through numerous ankle injuries over the years earlier on, only to come out on the other side with his best season ever in 2K15.
Rubio against Westbrook. Rubio misses.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try to lean.
Shots good by Ibaka.
And getting back to Durant, sometimes adversity brings out the best in you. Adversity challenges you to rise above. And Kevin was already at the highest rung on the ladder. I think his opponent should be very afraid of what they're about to witness this season.
Hey, for Zach LaVine, the dunk contest last season was his coming out party to the world. He put on a show that everybody in the NBA was buzzing about.
And he can't get the first one. And for LaVine and his dunking, if you saw him in college or last season, you knew he was a very special player in the air.
Well, LaVine can be one of the great all-time dunkers with his height and ability to lift off. He gets airborne so effortlessly that there are few that can match his power and finesse once he's airborne.
Randy Foy's checked in for the Thunder. Gorgie Dang's checked in for the Timberwolves. Wiggins comes in for Muhammad. Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Minnesota. .105 left to play here in the second quarter. Westbrook kicks to Cantor. Crafty move. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
In the corner, it's Wiggins. And now Westbrook pushing it up. No one back.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder, how much can they win by?
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. That's good. Westbrook's got 13.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Outside Durant, the tray. Durant with another miss. Here's Towns for the three. Got it off in time, but it's no good. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. It was all Russell Westbrook in the first quarter. He had 13 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
Their ability to get into the paint and get to the rim has been deadly, constantly attacking the basket. It was clearly their intention right from the start to pound it inside as much as possible. And I don't see them straying from that strategy in the second half. It's going to be another paint-based attack.
How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
Well, they got more than a few problems to work out, but it all starts with their defense. I know the analytical people love to point out opponent field goal percentage, and tonight has been a big problem. They haven't defended with any purpose.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
What a game it's been for Westbrook. 13 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates also.
And Clark, some of those assists that he's got today have been just electric.
The Thunder leading by 18.
Clearly it was a disappointing year for the Thunder last season, guys, but they still were very good in the Northwest Division. They finished second behind the Blazers and won 10 of their 16 in-division games.
The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Andre Robertson out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. 6 to shoot. Ibaka, no luck. Last season for the Thunder, Greg, the first time since 2010 that they did not win the Northwest.
Yeah, and Kevin, if healthy, you have to think that it's still the Thunder's division to lose going forward. The division only sent one team to the playoffs in a down year for OKC, and it's probably the most wide open division in the West.
Timberwolves trail by 18. Here's Levine. He feeds it to Jang. On the wing, Wiggins. Will not go. This is off the front iron. It's Westbrook with the drive. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. He is a scorching 86%.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Rubio outside. Fires the 3. No good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Outside Westbrook. Soft touch off the glass. Westbrook's got 17.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did.
But boy, that was a nice job.
Ricky Rubio, Clark, one of the most highly anticipated international players in recent memory to come into the NBA.
Yeah, he's got an awful lot of flash and substance to his game. And after much haggling and negotiating, he was finally allowed to join the Minnesota Timberwolves in 2011.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Dion Waiters checked in for Durant, and it's Foy in for Roberson. Minnesota also making some changes. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Jang. Adrian Payne comes in for Towns. And Shabazz Muhammad subbed in for Levine.
And back to Rubio. With the pressure of all that fanfare marking his arrival, he really focused in and hit the ground running. He was named Western Conference Rookie of the Month, first month of the season, and he finished second to Kyrie Irving for Rookie of the Year. That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Wiggins kicks to Rubio. And it's Rubio again missing.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those. You know, talking about Rubio, he re-upped for a huge contract extension last season. Despite some injury and shooting woes, he got $56 million over 4 years. Boy, that's a bunch of cheese for a guy that's still a bit of a question mark.
Waiters on the wing. Muhammad covering. And Ibaka kicks to Waiters. Buried from 15 feet out. Waiters got 7 points.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Muhammad dishes to Rubio. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Wiggins passes to Pekovic. Takes it off the glass.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
8 seconds left in the third quarter. Randy Foy is on the way. And the baseline jumper, no good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Thunder lead by 17. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Minnesota with the ball, trailing by 17. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Levine is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Shabazz Muhammad. Then it's Gorgui Dieng. And it's Garnett in at the 4. Wiggins kicks to Levine. 6 on the shot clock. Garnett dishes to Levine. And a miss there on the triple. The Thunder leading by 17. Waiters with the ball. Now Garnett defending. Here's Cantor. Banked in off the glass. Cantor's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Thunder. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Fires from deep. That's good.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
Here's Dang. No luck, and the Thunder going the other way now. Now Westbrook. And stolen by Jang. There's 1:38 left here in the fourth quarter. Wiggins kicks to Zhang. To the middle. Here's Garnett. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers club on that pump fake.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And Serge Ibaka subbed in for Dion Waiters. Minnesota also with the sub. Rubio's checked in. Durant just inside the line. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Timberwolves trail by 13. Launches a three, and a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Checking out the game Rubio is having. He has 11 points, and he's drained 3 three-point bombs so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Keep firing from out there when the shot's falling like this.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Towns is checked in. He hits the second from the line. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that brings them to within 10.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. Shots good by Durant.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Oklahoma City.
Fewer miscues made the difference, Clark.
Yeah, I thought the fact they minimized their turnovers was huge. It was a terrific all-around effort.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Westbrook. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Offensive rebound. Here's Towns. The shot is off.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit. And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia.
Big time finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim too, just for good measure.
Yeah, but guys, nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating every now and then. Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Westbrook passes to Ibaka. Outside Durant. Three-pointer. Misses there. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, guys, I'm here with Russell Westbrook. And, Russell, obviously the fans were loving this win here tonight. What was your mindset coming into this particular matchup?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.